He's a little bit bunched up at the moment. Curtly Beale standing to the right, Forde runners to the left.
And White! Nick White steals a try! They stood off him!
Yendall throws well. Exeter gather well. White gives the ball to Simmons and there's a bit of space and Nick White is through it in a flash. An offload to Lockie Turner. And it's a little piece of magic down in Devon.
To the Australian front row, Sekopi Kepu and James Slipper are on. It's all Australia. Awakens Haley.
Jones says I'm going to work with Alum and Jones, but Nick White has picked the space in behind the ruck. Just again, we said that Wales like to find out.
Got through that without too many issues. Running water now. Samu away for White. White jumping, spinning past couple. Nick White!
Impressive. Russell gives it on, and then White now. Duan van der Merwe on his own, but taken out so well by Nick White. Nick White.
Number 2, number 6 offside.
Hopping in contact for White. White goes back towards where it began with Neville. Lola Seal, Corey Mbete bounces away from one and then sends a beautiful ball away. It's on here for Australia. Wright looking for White. Back to Wright!
White very nearly caught, but White's gone through the hole and White is heading into the corner. He might not be stopped. Nick White, he's slithering towards the line and he's grounded the ball.
By Matt Phillip, but a breezy ball has been lost and it's flicked out and Dungunu driving.
That's a try. White up early. What a tackle by White.
Great hands from Indrua. Here's Hambosi. Throws the ball back in field, but it just had a foot in touch.
That combo's working very nicely. Now White quick with the release, looking for the 50-22.
Oh, good tackle low, had to be made on the big number 8. Nick White's going to score!
In the end there. And now the pick and go from Nick White. White gets plenty on it and it's there. It's a monster.
So to Australia, it's a very good defence up to the point that Nick White.
Look, Jamie George, fantastic work off the back. He's over. He's done Nick White. That is superb. Superb.
What is it about that corner of Twickenham that leads to defensive excellence against the odds? Courtney Laws a week ago, Nick White this evening. Just about rescued, and it leads to this break from White. The search.
White gets away from Bertrand, and now there's some room for Nick White.
Solid platform. Fakatava. Takes it to the line. It's been picked off by Nick White. He read it beautifully.
The hands it goes well. The interception here from Nick White. Can he get tracked down? And White, the Aussie.
We've talked about his talent, and there is some of it. Up to within 10 metres. Oh, and straight through, an opportunity to score. Rob Leota. It opened up for the blindside flanker.
Meaningful stuff this from the Exeter Chiefs. Numbers left. Through the middle they go. Over the gate. Stunning score.
He might just have some bodies coming his direction right now. Wilson goes on a narrow angle. And Lola Seal scoots to the short side. Clerk looking short side.
That's 14 goal.
They're lining up and they're going over through Unche. Field position and possession. It's a late ball. Centre field. 49 back. White. He's hit it well. Has it got enough on it? Oh, you bet it does! Wilkinson getting the outside. New ahead in cover. Still there for the Tars. It's still alive. And now it's stolen away by White.
Pleased with their attitude, both in training and a little scout that time from what they so Nick White punches it down and into touch.
50-22.
50-22.
Nick White. Good off the boot. Has it got the legs? It has! It's over!
Making plenty of Defensive efforts lost here, and White picks it up. Nick White is off and running. Nick White, has he got enough in the tank? He's brought down.
Try and shut this All Black team down.
Valentini, he's the in ball. McWright now. McWright looking at Kellaway. McWright will go through. Next to the breakdown, White whips it wide. Really?
Advantage coming. Nick White will come to this near side. Flicks over the top of Flaherty. The touchdown in the corner for the opening score.
Pings it away. Curse going on the loop. Oh, it's intercepted. Beautifully done by Nick White.
Over the ball quickly to force the turnover. White driving the Lions back into the corners. It's a clever little kick from Nick White.
White again. Goes wide. Pataya.
White goes in digging. Wide they go. And it is a try.
Good night forward. Popped up in the front row. Advantage is coming here. Nick White has it. Darts back inside. White over the line.
Out the back it goes to Sanchez, who spots the gap. Sanchez, and he's got support, but he can't link up with Imhoff in the end.
With a break here, just the nodded shot Imhoff, you'll see him there.
A late starter after Brendan Pangamos was ruled out in the warm-up. White, finds some space. Backwards.
Malin's in all sorts of trouble, and White will hack on, and White in a race for the line, and White will gather and score.
Hooper. Slipper. Yeah, that's James Slipper.
Jesse Mogg had done just a few minutes earlier. Kutsia tiptoeing and then tackled into touch.
Short, and now a penalty advantage. Nick White goes himself.
But for the little trip seemingly, and then White goes through, and White is away. He's got McGuigan to beat. McGuigan gets there.
Tumbling his way forward. White throwing it over the top. McDermott v O'Donnell. O'Donnell will leave it behind.
Far side early, there's still movement. And then
too early from Thomas to toy on the engagement, and Nick White quick to tap and go and to put the kick in for Corey Toole, who goes over.
And again, they're in trouble inside their own 22 on the play. And the pressure comes on from Leinster and Rob Carney. Took the ball. No, I think that's really well done. That's Immelman.
Pull back now, JP.
Yeah.
So
see the whole of the replacement front row lining up as White sizes up the clearance.
It's a brilliant kick from White.
The locks today running into some space. Nick White gets through. He's 7 out, gets the offload away to Wells.
Savage doing what he can to slow it down legally, maybe bring it down legally. Oh, and then White skips through and scores.
Samu finds room through the middle and then connects with White. Harry Potter. White at first receiver looking to send one wide, and he does. It's a beautiful ball to Dylan Peach, who's cutting in and away, and down to the outside, run away.
50-50s, and White goes, here it is, I'm going to hit my Wallaby winger, and off he goes.
White into the pocket of space in behind Keith Earls, and that is a wonderfully executed kick over the top.
Now they go to work with their scrum. They've got a penalty advantage. Falls out the back. O'Donnell will get his hat-trick. The veteran hammers it forward, and now Nick White.
The Goother still going for the bonus point. White chips it ahead. He dots this down. It's a brilliant score.
Yankees feeds Australia. Good White. They come right through. White's over the top, looking for the turnover, looking for the penalty. He gets the result.
You can feel the urgency from the Wallabies, and Curtly Beale almost away. He is away. He has support. And Ikitau into Nick White. Can White get there? Yes, he can. Score by the Wallabies.
Nice and fast for White. They were coming from everywhere for a shot.
Stuart Hogg for 16 minutes last week.
Oh, nearly working. White tiptoeing through and gathering the ball, and
Hosea. Murphy held up again by Nick White.
Held up,
He's a little wrestling maestro this afternoon.
Held up.
He's not been ripped out.
Advantage over.
Advantage being allowed here. Advantage over calls Andrew Brace. Big kick.
50-20.
And the bounce is favourable as well. 50-22 executed by Nick White.
Tars were waiting for Corn Day, but they...
Slade with the clear out. White sniping, scoring.
From a long way out. He's got the distance. What's the direction like? Listen to the crowd. It's over.
This is where they love to be. What a start this might be. Ewers bustles his way forwards. White assessing the options and driving through.
Now Wright. This time goes low, rebounding away after a Callaghan falls for Nick White and the Brumbies.
Looking to get involved earlier now. Having a run on his own as Nick White stepping. Where's the support?
Big moment. Richard Wigglesworth, Premiership career, spilling into a third decade. Wrestling with White, and White's got in front of him. He's behind the ball, so Billy Vunipola.
Shove it well. Lowrens will go himself. Nick White invites him over the line. Looks to hold him up. Has he done so? Yes, he has.
Held up. Held up. Hardy.
Grayson seeking the edge. Simmons feeds it on to Proctor. Good tackle made by White.
Tracking nicely here. McElhine round the corner. Todd dives. Has he jammed it down though? We're going to come upstairs.
Yako, let me have a look, mate. Here he is. Matt Todd. Does he release before it hits the ground? There's no connection between the hand and the ball as it hits the ground, I don't think.
Focus, I suppose, on what's happening at that moment, being present.
Yep. Well, here is Samu Karevi. Gets it back to Nick White. He